Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How you doing today? I'm so glad you are here joining me for our daily discipline, our daily habit, your daily addiction, our ritual, our morning ritual, our mental toughness, conditioning, exercise, right? You and me, we're showing up every single day. We're accountability partners. We're training partners for this mental toughness exercise. Mindset, heart, gut, it's the rocket fuel to everything. You can have all the best strategies in the world. You can have the best intentions, but you need that resourcefulness, that grit, that imagination. This is the stuff I get you to think about every single day as we, a little bit older, going through the journey of life. Just bringing up some things for you to think about. Take on the day, every day with a sense of urgency. Did you wake up with your game face on? Did you go to bed last night? There's one thing that you were going to get done today that was going to put you ahead, whether it was going to take 5 minutes, 5 hours, going to bed every single day and knowing how you're going to get yourself ahead. That's how we seize the day. That's one of the things I talk about, remind you of, right? This show is just all about bringing up topics that we go through and we continually go through this journey of life. Maybe from a little slanted perspective as a man in this world, maybe a little slanted perspective from an older man, a slanted perspective from an older man with a busy, productive life. And if you love fitness, right, it all ties into the way we look at the world, and it's the unique perspective. So you found your home. If you find yourself addicted to meeting me every single day for this morning connection, I'm so glad that you're here. Sometimes, we just are ready to go. Let's get this show on the road. What's Skip going to talk about? I need that boost. I need to get focused, right? Sometimes we show up even when we don't feel like it, right? Because we know it's something that feeds our minds, plants a seed. Maybe it comes up later in the day, maybe a week from now. But we took the time to do our workout, and we feel so good afterwards, even if we didn't show up. I know you're getting addicted to this process. So am I, meeting with you every single day for our morning connection. And this morning connection, I want to talk about how to get what you want. How to get what you want. Doesn't that sound like a great topic? In one morning connection session, I'm just going to come to you like a prophet out of the mountain. And in 5 or 10 minutes in our connection, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to get what you want, right? Wouldn't that be great? To just, wow, I now know how to get everything that I want in life just because I watched the morning connection, right? It's a big, big promise. It's a big promise that, I'm not making, but I got some things for you to think about, right? Like again, I'm just obsessed with this subject. I think about this stuff all the time. How can I take my life to the next level? How can I experience more? I got to live with a sense of urgency when we're a little bit older. Who cares of what I have accomplished in the past? There's more to accomplish and experience. There's more to share. There's more to connect. There's more talents and abilities. I just got to manage my willpower, focus, energy, time. Life is this tremendous game. I hope you feel the same way too. I hope you're getting my passion and energy, right? Even though I'm a little bit older. Some of the younger guys go, oh my God, I thought I would be dead when I was almost going to be 57 years old. This guy's acting like a kid, right? It's all this mindset. I hope I'm sharing some of this, some energy that if you're getting a little bit older, you've been responsible with your family, your business. Now you're looking for something to light your fire, get your passion and energy. It is out there. And I hope you're getting a little bit of my energy knowing that just think about this stuff. This mindset will make it happen. All right? So how to get what you want. And as I work with so many men one-on-one, right, as they go through the journeys, get them clear, get them focused, right, get all the stuff out of the way, that imagination to, again, who you really are, what you're all about. That's what I'm all about. That's my journey. How can I help my wife do that? How can I help my kids grow up with this stuff that we're talking about? Wouldn't it be great if you were a little kid and you got addicted to this morning connection show, just say like 5 or 6 years old, right? And maybe you didn't understand the concepts, but you just, the discipline and the energy just through osmosis, just through going through it. Wouldn't it be an amazing thing for a little kid? I think about this. If I'm going to do this with you, if I'm going to do this with my one-on-one coaching class, you better believe I'm going to do my best so my kids grow up thinking this way, controlling their thoughts and emotions. Sometimes, you can't. You have no control of the world, no matter how much you think or people or things like that. All right, but when you control your thoughts and your actions, you have a better chance of everything falling in line. But there's one thing with my one-on-one coaching. I go through, it's not just two guys talking every way, calls are recorded, right? It's very structured way I do this. I learned from some of the best. I told some of my stories, back, 20-something years ago, that week with that Tony Robbins seminar way back when he taught us the secrets. That's how long I've been obsessed with this, right? And it's a very structured way I go about this, coaching, guiding. Man, it's not just two guys. It may feel like that, but there's a method to this whole coaching process. But there's one thing that I do at the beginning of every coaching call. I ask them, what do you want to get out of this time that we spend together? Because I want to give you that and a whole lot more. A lot of reasons why I do that. In addition to answering that question and showing up in a positive state of working towards their goals and their feelings, imaginations, whatever working past their challenges, they fill out actually a form before every session that gets them clear. If you guys, go to skiplecourt.com/prepare. You'll see what my guys do. That's before every session to get prepared for every session. And it kind of warms them up, gets them to know what they want, to be prepared for every session. The more time they put into that, the more they'll get out of every session. All right. But even though they sort of answer it before, in that preparation for, again, skiplecourt.com/prepare, you can take a look at that. Maybe you guys can get in the habit of this morning connection. Go to skiplecourt.com/prepare. Like this is your coaching session, right? What you want to get out of these morning connections. Maybe wake up a little bit earlier and see what you guys submit. Maybe that's a good little habit. Who's here? Let me know if you're gonna try doing that. skiplecourt.com/prepare before every morning connection. So we'll go on this journey, maybe in a little bit of structured manner. But in addition to filling out that form, getting them clear focus, I'll ask them that question. What do you want to get out of this session? Because I want to give them that and a whole lot more. Because I'll tell you this, it's a lot easier for me to continue doing an awesome job coaching them when they know what they want. And also, it's great for them as they're getting closer that they took the time to think about what they wanted. It's a lot easier to get what you want in life when you know what you want. All right? I really believe if you could take just 15 seconds to ask yourself, go through that discipline, I don't care what it is. You start a morning connection show, you start your live video, every workout, every set in every workout, every cardio session. Right? What do I want to get out and get some imagination? I want to rock out to music. Right? I want to waste time on social media while I'm doing hard cardio. Right? So I don't do it other places. I want to do some writing while I'm doing cardio. I want to connect with friends or whatever it is. I don't want to connect. I want to use this time just to focus, get my mind together. All right, I want to, whatever it is, every conversation that you have, every phone call, right? If you just get in the habit of what do I want to get out of there? And I'll tell you, it's just like working out. It's just like practicing the skill. You get more and more creative. I'm telling you, just taking 15 seconds before you do anything, before you start your day, before you get on that phone call, whatever it is, you just connect with your kids. What do I want to love, I want to connect. I got to make sure I give them more hugs. I don't know what it is. It's a very simple process when you get in that state and you condition yourself to ask yourself that question, what do I want to get out of this conversation, this connection with my kid, right? This phone call, right? And that extrapolates to all areas of life when you're going through your day knowing what it is you want. It's just like a muscle, the skill of knowing what you want. You can always take that to higher and higher levels. The challenge is that way too many times we just show up for situations. We go on autopilot. We kind of know in the back of our mind what we want. All right? But then we go, I should have asked them that. Or, you look back and you think, how you could have gotten more out of it. We've got to think about that beforehand, the discipline of asking yourself, what do I want to get out of this situation? I'll tell you, it's a little small, simple distinction that makes all the difference in the world. Talk about, how to get what you want. And I really thought about this subject again, my wife Carrie, she helps me produce the topics in the show. She's a big part of me coming to you every single day, and we owe a lot if you're loving the show to Carrie's help as kind of worked into my producer. It's a good little project that we do together. I always want to acknowledge how much she means to me in front of you guys, because that's a really big part of my life and coming to you. If you're looking for the cues of why this guy has so much passion and energy. All right, so as I was preparing for this topic, how to get what you want, I refrain from searching the internet about what other people say, because I've been through this journey from life enough pushing it. What do I think? But I tap into what I think, so I don't know what those other videos might say. And what I imagine, and I don't know this, is that they would have all these maybe influence and persuasion tactics, and I can imagine what they might be. And I'll tell you, yes, learning the art of influence and persuasion, I'm telling you, that is really a gigantic key to life. I'm not sure, I'll talk more about that subject matter, but if you are a hard worker and you know that you produce and you want to get more out of it, it's going to come through other people. It's going to come through your skill to influence other people into your frame, your point of view, because you are a force for good. I talk about that. And you communicate the value that you provide to them, the energy, the passion, whatever it is, whether it's business, love, connection, whatever it is. It's your ability to have them come into your world and see what a tremendous value that you have to provide. That skill set it's massive. It's massive. All right, the quality of our life is that quality of relationships, and instead of sitting back and hope they get it, stepping in the world to know how to talk to them till they get it. And that's a skill set. Influence and persuasion is a skill set that you can, it's just like the skill set of knowing what you want to ask yourself. You can get better and better and better, and the better you get, the more you get in life. But even before learning that skill set, watching YouTube videos or reading books on the subject and practicing or whatever, it all starts with knowing what you want. And I don't know what all the other people might say about this, but when I really thought about this subject, what I could share with you on how to get what you want in life, I just said is that we are getting what we want. Now I know what you're thinking. No, Skip, I want more, and it's not coming to me. I want you to think about that. The things that you really wanted, haven't you found a way? Weren't you resourceful and gritty? When you were clear, you focused, and you believed, and when you didn't believe, you kept on going. Isn't it true if you look back, and this is an empowering belief, I believe, because it's whatever we believe in our life is really going on. The things that you really wanted looking back, I don't care what the odds were, I don't care what other people thought, the things that you really wanted, you found a way to get it. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Right? I really do believe we are getting what we want in life, and maybe if we're not getting it to the level that we want in one particular area, it's because there's feelings and emotions we're spending more time with other things that we want. They're competing, we want it all, and the one thing's just diluted, so it's going to take longer, or we've got to find certain distinctions. We say we want this, but there's other things that we want. And if you really think back, when you really wanted something, you found a way to get it, right? So if you find yourself not figuring out the pattern of getting what you want, I'm telling you, I believe that we are getting what we want all the time. We are getting what we want. It's just that we're not clear on it, because when we get clear, we'll be resourceful, we'll gritty. Then we'll read the books on influence and persuasion. If you don't know what you want, there's no reason to read those books, right? You'll find a way. You will find a way to be charming, and you'll manage your time. You'll come up with energy when you know what you want, right? So, some, skills or techniques or whatever, it starts from within. I really believe we are getting what we want. We're just sometimes not clear about it. And maybe that's what I help guys get clear on it when I do my one-on-one coaching. Just some things to think about. I think that's empowering. No matter what situation you're in, to believe, look, there might be things that are conflicting. Like me, for example, the influence that I make, all right? Yes, I want that, right? I'm working hard. But there's a lot of things that I want that other people don't want. I want to spend as much time with my family as humanly possible. I don't want to put into my at least at this time when my kids are young, I don't want to be traveling around the world like I did as a bodybuilder. All right. Would that make the business part of my easier in a lot? Probably. But I want that so much. I better find a way, and it may take a slower, that maybe it's me getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and having a separate a studio room and come to you every single morning, whether I like it or not, to connect and do what it takes to build an audience this way, rather than being on an airplane all over the world. So to say, I can't say, well, why isn't this working? Why isn't that working, right? And we are all conflicted. There are many things that you want that are diluting that one thing that you say you want. I really believe that's an empowering belief, that we are getting what we want. Now we just need to get clear on what's conflicting it, what's watering down the force, the energy to actually crack the code and figure out the pattern. So I know there's probably a lot of strategies out there. You do this to get what you want. I say, know what you want before you enter every situation, and knowing you are getting what you want. So if you need to change it, you need to get clear. It's a gut check of that self-awareness. Hey, I want you to go to skiplecore.com/15, the number 15, skiplecore.com/15. If you love the power, the passion, the energy that I come with you every single day, you want to know, how does this guy do it? At this late age, I want you to go to skiplecore.com/15. It's the 15 MANformation Steps. It's my best life lessons. I've made a series of videos for you, and I explained it, I outlined it step by step. The 15 MANformation Steps. Like I said, it's some of the best. I love sharing these life lessons with you. It's the best life lessons I've learned, and I say so far, because I'm just like you, learning. Even the things I've learned, it's higher and higher level. That's the game. That's the beauty, the challenge of life. So if you want to take this a little bit further, don't wait for it to show up every day. Go on your own, because you're determined to take control of your emotion, get that imagination, take control of your life, because you now know what you want, or you want to work on knowing what you want, even at a deeper level. Go to skiplecore.com/15 and give you the 15 MANformation Steps. Fill out that questionnaire. Fill it out completely. If you love this stuff, I want to know your journey, what your goals are. All right. What you're doing to make those happen. What are your challenges? What are some other things you want in life? Tell me your story. Fill out that questionnaire, play all out. What I do is I love reaching out. I love learning more about you. I love learning more to bring more to you, the student of what I do. And maybe there's some, with all this perspective that you hear me just generally throwing out during these shows, maybe we can talk about your specific situation for 10 or 15 minutes. So when you go to skiplecore.com/15, you fill out that question. You're going to get the username and password into the members only website for the 15 MANformation Steps. But play all out. And we can take this a little bit deeper. I'll give you a phone call, a text, set up some time to talk. All right, if you love this stuff. All right, so that's going to do it for this morning connection. You excited? You excited to take on the day? Let's do that with a sense of urgency. Let's train. Let's work out. Let's take care of our bodies. Let's produce at the job. Our legacies at stake. Let's take care of those things. Let's get clear on what we want. All right, let's love, connect with a sense of urgency. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Every day, we got to make every day count. Remember, everything in life runs in patterns. I don't care how challenged you are. Everything runs in patterns, and it's just a matter of time. If you're resourceful and good, you'll get it, no matter how long. If someone else has done it, you can too. It's just figuring out the pattern. And maybe a big part is figuring out the pattern to even knowing what you want. Maybe gave you some clues during this morning connection. Right? Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts, and expect the best from other people. They will get you, and the power, the passion, the value, the energy that you provide, they will get you. It's just a matter of time. How can they not get you? You. How can they not get you? You are a force to be reckoned with. Have a great day.